Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? Non-farm payroll Friday. Saw that, Sterling. Thank you for putting that in there. Fed swaps no longer fully pricing this rate cut before December. We'll have to see what the Fed watch, if that gets in line with that also today. What else? We'll go through the unemployment numbers in a second. Oh boy. Let's see. Good morning, Sterling. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Patrick. What else? Good morning, Mark. Hello. Haven't seen you in a bit of time, Mark. Hope everything's well for you. Is that Christoph under Mike.1? Grand Rising? Good morning, Richard. Good morning, John. I was trying to get the live stream working with Rumble, and it's just not working for some reason. Oh well, because I'm going to branch out more to that. But let's see. Welcome. All right. Hey, options 22. Good morning, Martinez. So we had non-farm payrolls come in. Why I said it was a beat miss. Well, the headline number coming way above consensus. Consensus and forecast 150 to 185, actual 272. Unemployment rate, which is based off the household survey, climbing. So we got the unemployment rate climbing to 4%. But look at this, average hourly earnings coming in hot at 0.4% month over month. So this puts the Fed in a bind because headline number strong, although if you look behind the scenes, a lot of job losses in full-time and gains in part-time, which isn't necessarily strong, but does the Fed start slapping on more potential rate cuts because the unemployment rate is up to 4%? Or do they believe the average hourly earnings and the non-farm payrolls headline number? Or they're just going to do what they are because they're data dependent according to them? Participation rate coming in 62.5, average weekly hours in line with expectations. Government payrolls keeps climbing. Yay, let's have the government hire everybody. Non-farm payroll private, also with the beat. So, there you go. Market initially sold off, but now it's already bounced. You can't keep the market down. Market does not want to go down, even though new all-time highs, but only 5% of the S&P members at new highs. I'm telling you, the breadth of this market really stinks, but it can keep going until it stops. Musical chairs work unless you're the last one standing. Then you're out. Cook speaking this afternoon. Remember, Fed meeting. Fed meeting next week. There will be no rate cuts. We got the rig counts coming out this afternoon. And that's about it. The heat map, let's take a look now. Remember, this is the last day on NVIDIA for the split. The split's coming. The free shares. Joke. Otherwise, things mixed to down. Let's just refresh this. Only thing up today is comm services going into the open. Basic materials gold is getting hammered. Fed watch. Let's just do a quick refresh of this. You're traveling. Well, I hope all you have safe travels, Mark. Thank you for tuning in. Non-farm was crazy when I came to Joe. I really appreciate it, Mark. Thank you. Good morning, Royal Palms. 10-year stop day order. When you get non-farm payrolls printing, be careful on your orders. GME, miss, EPS, yeah, but you know what? Based off Roaring Kitty, to the moon with his YouTube live stream, how is he not going to get nailed for some kind of market manipulation? Now, GameStop also going to, at the money, offering a 75 million shares. Great, stick it to the man, all you. I don't even know what we call these traders anymore. All you're doing is letting GameStop raise more money, and if you're going to be the bag holders. Good morning, Legion Reaver. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hello, Charles. I mean, this is what the markets have turned into. It's a complete and utter joke. All right. So the September, that's climbing drastically. The September odds of a rate cut are falling pretty rapidly, and there's only one cut priced in. Now, this still has it could happen September, November, or December, with September being the most likely, but that's only we're back to one cut again. Based off of that fear and greed, right at fear to neutral mode. No earnings today. Really does. Sterling put in the GameStop stuff. We can close that out. All right. So, futures rallying up. Futures rallying up. Got to flip this around. Got to do the old flippy flip. Let's see. Already coming down. Look at that. Straight to the rotation zone. Straight to the rotation zone and the 12.5% harmonic from the bigger harmonics, and finding a bounce right there. So going into the open, if on a continued bounce, about 53.50 to 53.53 is very major resistance. If it does get through there, the next resistance shelf I'd be looking at is about 53.70. If we break down below the non-farm payroll sell-offs, the major support level I'll be watching is 53.13, and then about 5300 to 5305. So that's what I'm looking at overall. Going to be, unless something weird happens, going to be another up week. It's just going to be interesting to see if we close at all-time highs. Intraday, we've traded all-time highs, but I want to see if we close there. By the way, the potential double is still in play. So that's really about it. Gamblers, they don't care. They just like to, I don't know what they're trying to do. I really don't. Yeah, the 10-year is running hard. The dollar's running hard. I don't, hey, you can trade whatever you want. Although establishing a position and then going on social media to pump stuff, you're ripe for getting, that's not, that is, from my perspective, market manipulation, especially if you're a known account for that. Okay, you can trade it, and this isn't trading though. Like what's being done in GameStop and AMC is not trading. People can argue with me all day long, but it's really not trading. And I don't know too many professional traders that will say that's trading. All right, so that's where we sit right now. Again, if on a pullback in the open, if the 53.37 area falls, then really watch the lows from the non-farm payroll print. The NASDAQ coming back to the key support level, the key breakout level, becoming support 18,950. 18,950 on the rally. We've already bounced up to very key, the breakdown area, very key resistance. So in order to get anything more substantially bullish on it, has to get back above about 19,035. And then the real top out area on a rally, if we do get some kind of snapback, is about 19.1. If we break down below those lows from non-farm payroll, keep in mind we have a very strong clear path move. Very strong clear path move. You see here was the pausing area on the 15. If it does sell off below those, you don't have another strong pausing area until about 18,850 if it gets any downside momentum. All right. The Dow, the key level is this 38,725. We drop below that is 38,600. On the rally, the key resistance is 38,970. The Russell, pay close attention to this one. It's been stair-stepping lower. We're right at this very key support level, 2027. I'm going to be watching where this closes today, or if it breaks intraday with momentum down there. Because if that happens, we flip this around. If that happens, the key level I'll be watching is 1997 on a closing basis, and that goes into next week if we break down to there. The VIX, slightly elevated today, but won't get into overly bearish mode until we can get above 13. The DAX tried to pop up, no close above the 62.5 yesterday, and rotating back down. So back to about 18,385 area, 13,390 is the key. You still have the double in play, the channeling double. Now, interesting to see the notes. We have the bigger channel that technically triggered this double, and then the big sell-off. Does that do anything to invalidate the pattern? Not yet. But very big move. I thought this was getting a little too, I was surprised that this actually triggered. It got dovish, but you don't know which ones will work and which ones won't work. That's the nature of trading and why you trade with stops, and the stop level has not hit. Same thing on the micro yields, 10-year reversing. What's interesting is triggered the channeling double, but then with the break above yesterday's high, it could follow through with a % buy. So mixture signals there. I thought this got overly dovish too, but nowhere near the invalidation point. I agree. If you're trying to hope your position does something, you're not trading. You're into emotions. I completely agree with your statement, Jacob. And that's smart to cut your position. If you find yourself trading on hope, you're more often than not, that's not going to be a good situation. My only problem with going after someone like Keith Gill is that I see no difference in what he is doing when every other money manager does. I agree, but I don't think they should talk their book. And they talk their book like Kathy is notorious for this. Even she'll talk her book up and be selling into it. I think that's manipulation too. I think that should be shut down. Okay? Especially if they talk their book up and then the retail comes in and then they sell it. I think that's complete. Because they wouldn't have, if you didn't give them the platform to do that, especially when you say, oh, we're buying this, this, and this, and then you're selling your shares into it after you have retail pour in. I think the whole thing is why I don't watch the joke stations. Dollar spiking down, very major reversal. This is going to be a key outside reversal day. Also pay attention to 104.24 on a closing basis for the dollar. Crude is interesting. Why is crude interesting? So we've had a couple day snapback rally. Is it going to close this week below the weekly 200 or not? Look at that tail on there. That is going to be fascinating. Is there a trade signal? No. Could it be setting up now? I'm going to be watching, especially next week, for some kind of potential pullback and then to see if it gets a stronger bottoming position. But nothing yet. Gold. So on your short term, we closed to 50% yesterday, popped up right to 62.5 and then reversed. Remember the reversal window. That's why I always, on any trade, I need it to follow through above the 62.5. Look at that. That's going to be interesting. But gold can't start getting short-term bearish until it at least gets below this 23.25 area on a closing basis. Silver, outside reversal day. Let's see where it closes today, but nothing has been done to invalidate the double top pattern. Copper, remember, completed the double And going to be interesting to see if it closes below the 50, because we could continue to see a pullback. My next level on the pullback is 435. 10-year yield not doing much with the yen, pulled back. The yen starting to weaken again. Really pay attention. If this keeps running, 157 is key on the closing basis again, but the probabilities still say weaker yen. Euro had this little mini double, which at this point, you can see it right here, already gone. It was, you had to trade it on a lot shorter term, but went just beyond that first target. So we'll just keep, tracking that. By the way, I'm on Ninja Trader this morning, if anybody wants to tune into that. I'm on Ninja, so I think it's around 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. Spiders. Your key thing for that, it's going to be yesterday's low area, around 532.68. We break down below there. My next target area is about 531. On a run up, I'm watching with the same closing area from Wednesday and yesterday. So roughly 534.60 to 534.67, 534.66 is going to be very key on any rally. The Qs, watch yesterday's low, 462.19. We're trading 462.64. If it trades back through there, hold on one second. If it trades back, let me just clean up my Qs chart. If it trades back through there, the major support's coming in about 460.60. On any up move, we have Wednesday's close and yesterday's close as the key area. 463.57 to 463.37 is a key resistance. And then it would be the 464.50. Bitcoin still cannot. This is such a key area. 87.5 harmonic and the prior resistance area. 71.550 is key, very major resistance. Nothing to talk about in Tesla because everybody's focused on NVIDIA. Coming up to that next harmonic area yesterday and reversing. So not able to sustain, but the major support's all the way back at 1150. And pretty decent resistance up here. The way I'd be watching it, if it does rally today, because the lows yesterday were right around 1183, we're looking to slightly open above the lows, but on a rally, really pay attention to 1220 area. I'm waiting for Tesla to still break down. That's why I watch it. Thank you, Legion. All right, what else do we have in store? Let's just take a look at the degens of the gambling world. So you had the YouTube kitty live stream. It's so ridiculous. Oh, I should come up with a nickname for myself. What should we call me? Oh, geez. This is funny. When you flip around the harmonics from yesterday, from the highs back on the 14th of May to the lows of the 24th of May, it ran up straight to 62.5, no close above it, and now you have the gap down with the potential at the money offering and the miss. This does not work. All they're doing is allowing the company to to sell more shares and gain more money. Who's playing this crap? We already talked about that. That's rhetorical. Look at the P to E ratio. Oh my goodness. 1,489. I'm surprised they even have any money earnings. Oh, what a joke. That's the markets we're in. All right, I don't need to talk about anything else on a Friday. Just don't do anything beyond the open. Please don't do anything stupid going into, especially the afternoon today. With that, I will be back on Monday. I'm still going to try to figure out what is not working with Rumble. So maybe we'll get the stream going there also. So once I do get it working there, I'd appreciate if people subscribe to the channel. It's going to be under my personal one there. So if you can, and then if you want to tune in there on a daily basis too, I'll try to get the comments working across all the platforms. So we'll keep talking about that. I'm going to only keep streaming the daily thing on my channel also. On the Twitter, if you're following out there, it's just going to be on the MG Arnold one in the short term. I don't have enough bandwidth until I still don't have my internet situation fixed. So I cannot use enough bandwidth to stream both on Pat Trading Partners and MG Arnold. That's why. So that's where that will sit. I'll see everybody if you want to tune in to the Ninja event. Otherwise, I will talk to everyone next week. Bye for now. Did you just say roaring baldy, Ted? Okay, that should do it for today. Bye for now.